Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been receiving a lot of questions about applying to schools in the US. I hear questions like, Rachel, can you help me with my application? Or, Rachel, how do I apply to US to the schools in US and also yeah, I think we this video is going to answer those questions. So let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel Ashaolu. You can call me this girl called Rachel. And in today's video, I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process of applying to schools in the US, whether you're a recent graduate or a long-time graduate or a professional that is looking for or finding looking for how to navigate through the whole process of studying abroad, then this video is perfect for you. I receive a lot of messages from people on how they can apply to schools in the US, and I think, yeah, this video will be like a first step, and other videos I'm going to like record other videos where we'll be talking about how you can actually search for schools um in different states in the US, and how you can actually use your BSc to actually apply straight to for PhD. You get, I'll be doing that much later, but this is like a first step for you to know that how to apply to schools. Before I start with the steps, I would love to say that there are different application period, and application period is like when this like a window when the school open their window of application for you to be able to apply, right? And in US, most times it's always like two application period. We have the fall and the spring. For MBA, I think it's like three. So for fall, if you want to like travel this year fall, I mean, you should have applied last year around I think October, November time, and the deadline is December. Sometimes there's like late deadline, like January. Some people application are still open to like January 15th, and there's some other schools that they open it, and when they just like give admission when they are in need, like when there is space for students. Spring is like they are accepting you for into an ongoing semester or section. So for you are joining people, like you are joining students that they've started the section in fall, and the application period and application process starts in I think mid-July to late November, and you will be like resuming in January. For fall, you'll be resuming in August, September, thereabouts. So these are the things you want to consider when you want to apply. So if you are going to be going traveling this year, I think you should have applied last year. And if you want to travel next year, also there's still much time, and you can start the also this video will help you to like put everything in place for you to like know the schools you want to go for. And also you can apply to different application period in the same school, but you can apply to different application period in different school. For instance, for school A, if you apply for the fall application, you can apply for spring application. You can apply for spring application in another school. The first step is identify your why. Why do you want to study abroad? Are you going for your master's or your PhD? I think it is in this process that you'll be able to identify which one you should go for. What is important to you? Is it the career prospects? Is it the funding? Most times it's the funding, and is most time the funding is important to us, right? And is it networking? Is it It can be anything, right? So in this process, you'll be able to identify it. By the time you're able to identify your why, you'll be able to know which one you should go for. Should we go for your master's, or you should go for PhD, or you are going for MBA? So identify your why. The second step is research. In this step, you need to do a lot of research about the school you want to go for. What school is offering the course you want to go for, and their requirement. Do you meet their requirement? And also, does this school actually suit your needs, right? And in this process, you want to do a lot of research in order to know that yes, before the application window is open, you are all set, and when it's open, you just go for it. Some people are particular about Ivy League school, all these big schools, because of their profile and the name. Some people are particular about the location, what country is the school located. So some people they are particular about funding. Some people are particular about, and to be honest, yeah, everybody are particular about funding. So you want to look at school that can offer you with graduate or research assistantship that will cover your living expenses while you are in school. The third step is reaching out. If one of the requirement of the school is you reaching out to professor first before you can apply, and this is more like common to PhD applications, right? So you want to do this during this process, during this step. And also, apart from this, you want to actually go on LinkedIn to check past students of that school, or that have offered that they've taken that course, and you want to send a message to them just to ask for their advice or tips on how you can have a successful application, what the school is looking for. And you also want to check the what's it called? You also want to check the how the alumni from that school, or especially that course, are doing. How are they doing career wise? You also want to do research on that before you apply. Then you also want to send message to admin office, or admission office of that school, to ask if you can get free waiver. If there is an application fee, if you can get free waiver, you want to ask if they can waive English proficiency requirement for you, because most times you just let them know that you are from the mode of communication during your BSc or masters is English, so you love them to waive. Most times they do waive it. You just need to reach out. It's because you are not reaching out, that's why you don't know that they can actually do this for you. In the process, when you are talking to them, you can actually chip in if they for masters. Most times PhD comes with scholarship, but for masters sometimes you need to reach out to them also to ask for available scholarship for international students. You want to do this, and I keep saying this, most people do not know that most of this scholarship, they most times do not advertise it on their website. Although they advertise some, but there are some that is just it is until you reach out to them, until you ask and it shall be given unto you. Just send a message to them to ask. Okay, if now you ask and it's not available, it's different from you not asking. So it's very important to reach out to the admission office to know if there is available scholarship. Ask for free waiver, application free waiver. Ask for English proficiency waiver. All this you want to do in this step. Step 4 is meeting the school requirements. For schools that they don't waive English proficiency, you want to start preparing to take the exam. You want to take the exam. Also for schools that take, or for some people that they actually need GRE for their course, for the application, or the school that take GRE so important. You want to actually prepare for GRE, and you want to study as if your life depends on it, because you don't want to keep wasting money. You want to prepare for the exam, right? And you don't want to keep taking repeating the exam, because it's quite expensive. And you know, the economy in Nigeria or anywhere you are in the world, you don't want to like keep like repeating exam. It can be so tiring. So you want to take your time to prepare for those exam, GRE. And most times it is very important to take GRE, because for especially if you don't have like experience, research experience, teaching experience, or maybe experience in your field, and this will actually make you to have edge over other people, right? You make your application sometimes stand out, but sometimes the school don't require you to take it. They may put it on the website, but they will tell you that it is not necessary, it is not important for the application. So you want to, so, and this also boils down to the last step that I mentioned, that you want to reach out to the school to know if they can waive this, or if this is not necessary for the application you get. The next step is the online application. This is the process that helps you as an applicant to create an online application, and also input your personal information, your education, your experience, your essays, SOP, personal statement, research experience. Some schools actually want essay on that. And this is the time you want to actually pay attention to all this. You want to take your time to actually write your SOP, to actually write your personal statement. So some schools allow you to input your interest for scholarship in your personal statement or SOP, and there are some other schools that there's actually a section for you to input your interest for scholarship and actually write a separate essay on that. But each anyway, you want to make sure that you are ready to do this and input your interest for scholarship. And to be honest, it is where your step one comes in, your why. Why do you want this, what do you want this course, why do you want to go for this course, why. These are where combination of everything, your why, your first step comes in place. And to be honest, and I'm saying it again, that you want to take your time. There are different videos out there on YouTube, there are different material resources, and also I can also like try to like add some where you can get resources on developing your personal statement and your code email. I can actually attach it to this description, the link to this video, right? But it's everywhere, and I will also be doing video on this much later on how you can develop your SOP. So you want to actually take your time to write it, because most times it's your application boils down on this, because this is how they can actually connect with you. This actually can actually get to know you. So you want to write something that is catchy. You want to, because there are lots of application, so you want to make sense in their few minutes of picking up your application. You want them to have interest to finish the essay, to finish the essay. So you don't want to write something shabbily or something that will not cut or catch. Step 6, the next step is letter of recommendation. You want to speak to your lecturers, you want to speak to your mentor, you want to speak to your boss at work to help you write a recommendation letter to submit. Most times in US it's like 2 to 3 recommendation letters, right? And most times they want the recommendation letter to be from your lecturers. They can say 2 from lecturers and 1 from your boss, or 1 from your mentor or so, but most times they want the 3 itself to be from your lecturers, right? So you want to reach out to your lecturers, or anybody that can actually say much. They can actually talk, like they know you very well, and they can actually write a recommendation letter for you. Most times, yeah, I know sometimes in Nigeria or so, lecturers don't really want you to actually tell them what to write. But I think sometimes you want to be so personal, right? Because you know this recommendation letter of recommendation is very important. They take it very, very important in the US. So you can, like, when you are reaching out to them, to tell them, please, can you help me with recommendation letter for this school? You can also attach a sample of what you want, a sample of how you want it to look, that it will be so detailed. There are some lecturers that they are so lazy and they just write a generic recommendation letter for you, and you also submit, and it affects your application at the end of the day. So you want to be intentional about this. So that's what I do, and it has actually helped me. It helped me, right? So when you are reaching out to them, and also try to like build a communication, not just write write your lecturer that you've not seen in like 6-7 years, or you've not seen after since you left school, you've not. So you want to, like, before you even ask them for recommendation, you want to greet them. Hi, hello, you're just reaching out, you're a student, and this, thank you for everything, I learned this. If like you don't have a close rapport with them, but then after that you can now reach out, oh, this is it, and you can give them like a sample of what you can say. This is a sample of what the school wants. They'll tell you that, are you telling me that? Some people can be like that. Are you telling me that I don't know how to write recommendation letter? So you want to do something like that for your recommendation, for asking for someone to help you with your recommendation letter. The next step is admission interview. This is more common to PhD and MBA application. For MSc, I don't think they require admission interview, and I'll be doing video much later on how I was able to ace my admission interview. And in this, I think the second or the third day, I think the second day after my interview, the second day, I think the second or the third day, I got my admission with fully funded scholarship. And yeah, it's just that they want to know if you are best fit for the admission, right? The school just want to know, the admission committee just want to meet you to see if you are best fit. And also, it is very important to actually send a thank you message to the interviewer after the interview, to thank them and to let them know that you look forward to joining their program. You want to do that. The next step is the waiting period, where you are waiting to hear decision from the school or from the admission committee, and this can be the longest time of all, right? And sometimes it takes like 1 to 2 weeks before you get a decision from them. The thing people don't talk about is how it can be so challenging to actually apply to schools. People don't talk about this well enough. I know it can be so challenging. It can be so tiring. You're applying to schools. Sometimes you may not get your yes. Like when you apply to one school, you may not get the yes. Yes, you may keep applying before you get it. But what I want to tell you is you only need one yes. And every of the pain, every of the struggle, every of the things you did will be gone. It will now be another story entirely. So I just want to like put this out there that yeah, it's going to be so stressful, it's going to be so tough sometimes, but you want to brace up, because that's you want this so bad, right? And so yeah. And another thing that helped me is having like an accountability partner, or yeah, something like that. You can have a friend that is also like applying outside the country, or you can try to tell people to add you to a group where you have like people of like minds. They're applying to schools. By the time you're seeing messages, they're sending links, they're sending information, you feel like even when you're tired, you feel like, oh, these people, they are doing this, they are doing that. So it keeps you motivated. It keeps you on your toes to keep doing it, keep pushing. And yes, like I said, you only need one yes. So what are you waiting for? You want to do what? You want to apply. You want to do what? You want to apply. There is no slacking. There is no slacking. No grief for anybody this year. We are not doing what? We are not grieving for anybody this year. So yeah, thank you very much. If you watch till the end of this video, I hope this video has helped you in one way or the other on how to apply to schools in the US. So what are you waiting for? Do you want to send to someone that knows someone and they will be in need of this video? So send, share the link, like, comment on how, what you want, what questions you want to ask me, and I will try as much as possible to answer, and also what video you want me to do regarding studying outside the country, especially in the US. And yeah, I will do that. So also click the subscription button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I have more videos coming, and as a PhD student, I'll try as much as possible to be consistent. But yeah, subscribe, and press the bell button in order for you to get a notification whenever I drop a new video. Till next time, bye guys.